Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, I was just kind of dabbling, doing some things, and long story short, innately, we've kind of made like a shutdown build. It's not what I was going for, but it's where we are. Um, so initially, we were going for like um, just a sword and shield knight, as you can see how well that turned out. And it kind of evolved into a dragon knight with high faith and high strength, which was working well. I was using dragon spells and whatnot, but then the more I played and the more I got into PvP, I realized how a lot of the dragon spells are not really viable. Even a lot of times, even in PVE, unfortunately, like there's a couple that are definitely really good. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are just too slow. They hit hard for sure, but you're either always getting hit out of them, they're always being dodged. They're not, and they use a lot of stamina slash FP. So I've my build is kind of adapted to that. And so I've got equipped on now the things that I found the most effective when fighting both in PVE and PvP. So it's good, like all rounder. It's a good quality build. Yeah, let's kind of get into it. We're pretty high level. We're 176. So we have a lot of room to work with our stats. I got 40 vigor, 30 mind, 31 endurance, 20 strength, 45 dexterity, 46 faith, 38 arcane. So you'll see that my main stats are like the top ones are in the 40s. So vigor, to not die, obviously. Um, Dexterity used to be strength, but we found the katanas, so we swapped over to dex. Faith for our incantations, and arcane because it scales with blood. So we put blood on the Nagakiba, and it's actually doing 100 bleed stack per hit. So when you're going around with your incantation in your one hand, you have no problem applying bleed with just the one sword. It is really good. Our second sword is going to be the Rivers of Blood. We're gonna keep it hidden though. We run the Dragon Seal in its place. Also, that scales S and B off Arcane and Faith, so it just fits perfectly in there. Faith Arcane, we got really high. It works good. Also, Dexterity is gonna boost your casting speed. So we throw out some quick incantations, and they just come out quicker because we got some decent dexterity. We should probably have it a little higher, but it's all good. It works good. And paired with the Bloodhound Step on the Nagakiba, oof, it does work. It's so good. You outpace people. You're always catching up to them. You're always tagging them. You're stopping them from healing. You're always in their grill. So it's kind of nice. For armor, we're kind of we're playing the best we can in a combination of fashion souls combined with armor and poise. Got decent 56 poise. We can tank some things, but there are going to be people that have higher poise than you and outpoise you. It'll just happen. So that's kind of where the Rivers of Blood comes in. Only doing 65, like that's all right. Well, I mean, I'm used to 97 and 100. So like if you put bleed on a longsword, for example, this is what I was using before with my strength, 100 bleed as well on each one. So you put power stance your longsword, 100 bleed each. Oof. But the only thing that's making me switch from the longsword to the katana is the range. The range is so good. It's so underrated. You just connect so many more hits. You stack that bleed when like you usually wouldn't with the longsword. You connect the hits that the longsword doesn't connect with. So that's kind of why I like it. So for the incantations, we'll go over the ones I've got equipped here. So you're all going to be about shutting someone down, being in their face, denying them, negating their damage, that kind of stuff. So Bestial Sling is super. I don't know if it's slept on. I feel like I've been fighting it a little bit more in PvP, but Bestial Sling is great. It's fast. People don't expect it. It interrupts almost everything. And then our next one would be the Stone of Garong, or I don't know how you say that, but the rock, big rock. I've caught people trying to do their Ash of War or cast or whatever. You Bloodhound step, throw one of these, and like it gets people a surprising amount. Does some decent damage. Black Flame's protection for physical damage negation. I'll show you the numbers. Damage reduction. So you'll pop that. If you see they're just our physical, all of them to 60, above 62%. So it's super good. And then the Barrier of Gold, same thing. If you see they're a magic user, pop this. You get about 70% magic negation. I'll show that too. And if you see they're a magic user and you got that Moon Veil, you can use Barrier of Gold. A magic defense to about 70%. And then Blessing of the Erd Tree grants heal over time. It's okay. It's good in PvE for longer fights. It's okay. It's not. In my opinion, Grail's Roar is probably the best dragon skill that you could use in PvP/PvE. It's super big range, debuffs the enemy, does huge damage, like nonsensical damage, and people don't expect it, and they think you're gonna cast like a breath, and they come close in, and they get hit by it, and even if they block it, they're still debuffed. So it actually reduces their damage. Let's see if I can get the description. Yeah, it reduces their attack power and defense. So either way, it's great. It's catches people off guard, does good damage. It's awesome. Love this skill. Hone Bolt, very good. It's dodged most of the time, but you can catch people in animation. Does really good damage if your faith is high enough. Yeah, just a good all-rounder, good suppression. Very good. And then this one's kind of experimental. I've been kind of swapping this one out for different things. This one we were trying breath. Because we're always in people's faces, we're always closing in, we're always trying to like get in close. I decided that maybe this one would take someone off guard one time. They'd come in for a hit when they think I'm gonna, attack or throw rocks, and I just start spewing fire. Might work out. Who knows? As for our talismans, we got the dexterity one, raises by dex by 5. Just boosts our damage. Just can't go wrong with it. The Phlox Canvas talisman boosts our incantations, so all our throwables, buffs, debuffs, they're all going to be a lot better. Really helps. I think it's about a 7.5% increase. It's really good. And my third one, you could change this for whatever, depending on your build, I think, depending on how much endurance you have. But I found I'm always kind of running out of stamina with this build, mainly because of the amount of slinging and attacking and dodging I'm doing. So putting this on, it's kind of solved that issue for me a little bit. Like, I find I have stamina when I need it. Sometimes I go a little overboard, but huge improvement with this on. But again, you can probably change this out. Or if you wanted high magic negation, probably the Spell Drake. I'm sure there's a plus too somewhere. I just don't have it. And the last one is physical damage negation, because you can't go wrong with some good defense. So we're sitting at 46, 41, good 40% all around. So not too bad. Pretty decent. But people slap, so I'll also include some clips of PvP that I got into today and the day before with this setup. You'll see. So yeah, that's my build. It's a bit of a long one, I guess. I didn't realize how in-depth it would get. Well, I appreciate everyone watching. Hope you guys enjoy. If you give this build a go, let me know how it works for you. If you come across it, if we fight, let me know how annoying it is, because it seems like it would kind of annoy me if I was fighting it. All right, guys, I appreciate you. You have a good one. Peace. Nice. Mans was aggressive. Yeah. Oh, the lag. Oh, what? How did I miss him? Three rocks.